Surprise! DT and Telly. Well, let's see. Telly is on assignment. Denise is going to join us, I believe, in the next segment. Well, I'm here, 101.7 The Truth, Bailey Coleman in for DT and Telly. My guy, Ben, jamming with me this morning, too. What's up with you, Ben?
It's amazing.
Hey, Ben, I'm excited.
You should be.
Well, here we are. Just fresh off of Juneteenth. Amazing celebration there. As a matter of fact, I got my Juneteenth t-shirt on. Shout out to my sister Delia for making a dope shirt. But today's the first day of Summerfest. And I'm excited. I love me some Summerfest. I got great memories, great, everything down there, all the acts. I mean, I remember when I first came to Milwaukee and everybody was like, you ain't been to Summerfest? Oh, you ain't lived until you've been to Summerfest. I was like, what? What's going on in Summerfest? And back then, okay, this is going to date me. But back then, when I first got here, they had tents out there. I mean, tents for stages. You didn't know that? Yes. Now, let me tell you something. It was lit, but of course, they still had the rides out there too, right? They still had the rides out there at Summerfest. It was going on. It was fun. It was, but it's even better now. It's grown over the years. It's more fabulous now, more than ever. And this year's Summerfest, hey, Ben, let me tell you something.
What you got to tell me, Bailey? Call me.
NLE Chopper gonna be down there. 3-6 Mafia. Okay, quit playing. 3-6 Mafia is gonna be in the building. Coil Ray. Look, Earth, Wind, and Fire finna grace the stage at Summerfest. Yes, they are.
What?
Yes. Quit playing. Quit playing. Your parents' people. And you know what? If you've never been to a live Earth, Wind, and Fire show, let me just tell you, just treat yourself. It's a slice of life. You may not know the songs, but your parents sure do. Take your parents. Let them see, because, they still sing like they sang, and they still sound good. And, in the words of Ben Jammin, it's amazing! And Summerfest has had, almost everybody. I promise you, the only name I think I didn't see on their wall, well, there were some others, but the only huge name I did not see on their wall, because they have this new thing at the amphitheater where they list all the acts that have been on the stage at the amphitheater. There's only one name I promise you I didn't see.
Who's that?
You don't even know?
Michael Jackson?
Yes.
For real?
For real?
Oh, man, that was just a guess. Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
I did not see Michael Jackson on there. I saw, what other name? There's one other name I've never seen on their stage.
Let's see. Hold on. Now this, because I know Janet Jackson has Sledge. I know Janet Jackson.
Janet Jackson was just there. Yeah, she was just there. But she wasn't at Summerfest this year. But I think, it's just who graced the stage in
Prince? General. Stevie Wonder's definitely came to Milwaukee.
Oh, a couple times. 2 or 3 times.
Right.
Yeah.
He may have came to Milwaukee, but he may not have known he was here.
No, you silly. He knew he was here, trust me. He knew he was in Milwaukee, and he knew he was at the Marcus Amphitheater because all of those things he said while he was on stage. As a matter of fact, he came right after Michael Jackson passed away. Yeah, he did. He did. And I remember seeing the show.
That's really crazy that you bring Michael Jackson up, though, Bailey, because, we're actually coming up on his the anniversary of his passing.
Yeah, and I've seen lots of documentaries and stuff, but you know what really set it off for me? If anybody went to the Janet Jackson show, they know that Janet did a duet with him on the song that they did together. Yeah, and it was amazing. It was totally, I got to stop saying that. Now you got me saying it.
Hey, it's infectious. It gets the people going.
It was totally dope, though. It was totally dope. I totally loved it. And I thought, you know what? She did that. That's her big brother. He was, so she could do that. And his nephew is playing him in a documentary.
Honestly, Bailey, I'm so happy they have his nephew because his nephew somewhat looks like Michael Jackson. Because all these other renditions of the Michael Jackson movies and documentaries that I've seen don't look anything like Mike. All right?
Okay.
They had Flex Washington one time. It was horrible. Horrible.
I can say this. Now, I have not seen the full Broadway production of basically the Michael Jackson family. It's more like it's a a play about Michael.
Did they have a white person playing them?
No. All black people, the whole cast they had. But here's what I want to say though. I have not seen would love to see the full production, but I'm telling you, the clips that I've seen of the different actors that they have playing him. Now, mind you, I think this was done with the family, coordinated with the family and the estate. They've done an amazing job. And no, everybody that played him was black. Everybody in the cast is black. And they got some young Michael Jacksons. Ben, I'm going to have to show you on my phone. I'm going to have to show you. Because the Broadway stage play looks amazing, and I would love to see it myself. One day when I get back to New York, I'm gonna roll up in there and be like, "Well, my front row." And I think one of them was nominated for a Tony or won one or something like that. So they really that presentation is amazing. But yeah, I agree with you. Some of the documentaries and stuff, oh yeah, it's just like, come on, y'all. But the This Is It, the footage of him going on that last
run,
trying to put that last run together, which he really shouldn't even done it. Man.
I mean,
you got to ask. I don't know if he'd still be here or not, but that last run ain't meant for everybody. His sister out here doing it at 57. Janet is 57 years old. But I'm going to tell you, she did not miss a move. She did not miss a beat. She did not miss a step. But everybody can't always do that. And she's obviously scaled her show way down from back in the day. That's not even, but still a great looking show. Still a great looking show. Definitely not as elaborate as back in the day. But I think that she did an amazing job. But that last run was just not a good thing. At the point he was at in his life and all that, that wasn't a good thing. But yeah, Michael Jackson. There's one other name of a person that I've never seen grace the stage at Summerfest.
Who is it?
Drake! In the words of Soulja Boy, that was my Soulja Boy voice.
No, hey, you did a good rendition. But I always think about all these classical acts, the Michael Jacksons and the Princes. But you know what?
I'm not sure Prince. I don't think I saw his name up there. And then would it be the symbol that we were looking for? I don't think I saw Prince's name up there. I'm not really sure. Not 100%.
But Drake definitely needs to come down to Milwaukee.
Well, he'll be here.
That's true.
Right?
Yeah, he's going to be sometime in August.
He's going to be at Pfizer Forum. Yeah, he'll be at the Pfizer Forum. Yeah, I think that's August. Yeah, I think that's in August.
Yeah, it's about like August 3rd that Drake will be down here. But, it'd be dope if he came to Summerfest, though, as well. Summerfest being the biggest world's largest music festival. I don't see why Drake hasn't came. His big homie has came down a couple times. Lil Wayne has performed.
Now, I know when they were trying to book him a few years ago, he just wasn't, Now that they've built the cover on the amphitheater further back, the American Family Insurance Amphitheater, further back, there's a lot of acts that don't want to play in outdoor venues. And I believe he was one of them.
Interesting.
I know Beyonce was.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's another one. She ain't been, I don't think she ever came with Destiny's Child. The only time that Destiny's Child that I know of for sure came to Milwaukee was with, at the Doug Banks Summer Jam.
Wow.
I know that for certain because I have pictures of it. I have a picture of Beyonce. That was an event that another station had at Washington Park. I have pictures of Beyonce and the other members of Destiny's Child. By the way, in the picture, you could kind of tell Beyonce had a little work done in the nose area.
Wait, you telling me right now Beyonce has had plastic surgery? I was woke up.
Could have been makeup. You know, they do amazing things with makeup these days, but I think it stands to. I'm gonna have to take pictures of the picture so you can.
No, you're not the first person that I've heard this from. You know, when I scroll on the internet, and as I like to say, researchers have been saying, all right, others they say she has had plastic surgery done. You know,
I think, but
I thought Beyonce woke up looking like that.
To her, I woke up like this. To her credit, though, let me say this: to her credit, she didn't make her nose look unblack. She made it look more like her mother and her sister's noses, which.
It's a little bit more Eurocentric.
A little bit. But, I mean, she said she liked the Jackson 5 nose. That's what her husband got. Her daughter definitely got it. Hey, we got some stories we're going to hit on the way back. What are some of the topics we're going to talk about, Ben, when we get on the other side of the break?
You wait, say that again? What other topics are we going to be talking about?
Yeah,
we're going to talk about everything, baby.
Oh, yes.
Everything underneath the sun. You know, from Summerfest to the fact of the missing submarine that's going on right now.
Yeah.
I mean, right now, divers and all of the Navy SEALs haven't been able to actually find the missing submarine, and hopefully we can find these people. You know, there's only a few more seconds left until, you know, they actually run out of oxygen.
Well, let me say this about the oxygen thing, and we'll get deeper into this. I was watching a news story yesterday, and they were saying that that's an estimate.
That was just an estimate?
That was an estimate. They never tested it to find out for sure if they had like 4 days worth of air or not. You know, so they put these time stamps on things, and they don't really know. Those people could have tons of air. They just sitting there waiting, or they could have run out of air 2 days ago.
That is very true.
You see what I'm saying?
That's very true.
So they don't really know about that. Oh, hey, being something else we're going to talk about. If you own a Kia, listen up. Might be some money for you. We got details on a lawsuit. Possible settlement going on with that, and a whole lot more on the other side of the break. You're checking out 101.7 The Truth.
Truth Be Told with DT and Telly returns after this on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
It's your girl Melanie Ricks from Nothing But the Truth, and there's a fantastic event coming up that you don't want to miss. The award-winning 1017 The Truth is proud to announce our inaugural Truth Family Fest on Saturday, August 12th at Riverside University High School in Milwaukee. We are bringing the community together for a family festival that will have something for everyone. There'll be live music, spoken word, delicious food, healthcare resources, and free giveaways. So mark your calendars and come out to enjoy the music, food, and fun at our inaugural Truth Family Fest on Saturday, August 12th.
This is your Axe Housing home buying tip of the week with Dee Kemp. Dee, what are some of the barriers to home ownership?
Everyone's journey to home ownership is different, and we all have different challenges. For some people, it's that they don't have any credit. For some people, it's that they need to do some credit repair. For others, it's the challenge of saving at the same time as you're attempting to keep up with your monthly bills on a regular basis. So it really is about developing the habits and behaviors necessary to achieve home ownership. And that's one of the key things we do at Axe Housing is provide that home buyer education so you're ready and prepared not just to purchase your home, but to keep your home over the long term and use it as a mechanism to start building wealth. It's so easy to get started on this journey. All you need to do is go to axehousing.org, complete our virtual orientation, and get yourself started on your journey to home ownership.
At Associated Bank, they know opportunity can't wait. If you're a female or minority small business owner, their Community Uplift loans could be for you. Loans range from $5,000 to $50,000. Get funds in as little as one business day. Talk to a relationship manager today about a Community Uplift loan and other business banking services. Call 800-270-7725. Visit AssociatedBank.com or stop by your local branch. Because you help build the Midwest and your neighborhoods, they got your back. Associated Bank, your money works here. Subject to credit approval, member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
Locked inside every Wisconsinite is a unique code that's shaped by your genetics, environment, and lifestyle. This code not only makes you uniquely you, it also holds clues as to whether you may be predisposed to certain illnesses like diabetes, cancer, or depression. And when you join the All of Us research program, you can get to know your health by receiving health information that matters to you. To learn more, visit allofus.wisc.edu or call 888-294-2661.
On the Rocks Premium Cocktails offer modern twists on the classic cocktails. Developed by award-winning mixologists, the On the Rocks cocktails combine premium spirits and natural ingredients. Wherever you are, On the Rocks Premium Cocktails give you the convenience of bar-quality cocktails created with brands that you know and trust, like the Effin' Cosmopolitan and Hornitos Margarita. Pour over ice and enjoy. Please drink responsibly. On the Rocks ready-to-serve cocktails, 20 to 35% alcohol by volume.
It is Truth Be Told with DT and Telly on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Dollar settlement,
What we're dealing with is a public safety crisis.
a sort of resolution for drivers who had their Kias and Hyundais stolen.
Well, first and foremost, the harder it is for cars to steal, the less likely that we'll have those victims.
The settlement does two things: reimburse people who had cars stolen and damaged, and helps pay for anti-theft devices and software that owners can get installed ASAP. The car makers say about 9 million vehicles are covered under the settlement, vehicles without push-button ignitions or immobilizing anti-theft devices, model years 2011 to 2022.
It was just under 24 hours from when we had got it back from when it was stolen again.
Thieves in Milwaukee stole Chade Chazelsky's car twice in 2021. That year alone, Milwaukee police reported nearly 7,000 stolen Kias and Hyundais, driven by a social media trend. Online videos showing people how to steal the cars with a USB cord.
And it made it so easy to steal that even middle schools were doing it in under a minute flat.
Chazelsky part of an initial lawsuit against Kia and Hyundai, blaming the manufacturers for a design flaw, making the cars easy to steal.
At the time we filed this lawsuit back in June of 2021, thefts of Kia and Hyundais were up 2,500%.
It led to similar lawsuits around the country.
Ultimately, at the end of the day, other manufacturers have taken, their competitors have taken steps for more than 25 years to lessen the risk that a car can get stolen. It appears that Kia and Hyundai didn't do it as a cost-saving measure.
The lawyer we talked to for this case says the exact dollar amount that Kia and Hyundai owners will receive still needs to be determined. That's all based off how many people are going to file claims. Reporting in the newsroom, I'm Caroline Reinwald.
That was from WISN Channel 12 here in Milwaukee. And you see, if you're a Kia or a Hyundai owner, now the suit is said to be worth over $200 million. So what's your cut of that going to be, Benjamin? $200 million, that's a lot of money.
I think I'm finna get all that. That's all that mine.
Which means you going to get about $10 for yours, and they're going to give you the kit to go ahead and fix it yourself. You know what, though? That is, at least it's a decent amount of money. At least you can go and get your car fixed, and kind of, okay, and get. I want to know what Denise thinks about it. We got Denise on. Denise.
Good morning. Good morning, Bailey. How are you?
Great. We talk about this Hyundai Kia lawsuit. The settlement came through.
I'm with Benjamin. I'm trying to get the whole $200 million. Look, I'm so stressed. I'm so distraught.
But you ain't even got no Kia or Hyundai.
My cousin got one, look, and I rode in it, and it caused me a lot of grief.
I know. Look, I think my niece got one of them Kia vans, so she did, and I felt the grief too, girl. I rode
You know
in
how
it.
we do?
Yes.
Because here's the thing. I have never filed a lawsuit or been sued before.
Okay.
So I'm not familiar necessarily with the, settlement process in terms of like a civil,
Right.
lawsuit. So is it tax deductible? Do they just give you a check? Is it I want to get it over a period of time?
I think
is it like the lottery?
I think they give you a check. You get your check straight from Kia or Hyundai, right? And then at the end of the year, you're gonna have to claim your taxes. They ain't finna. I don't think they taking no taxes out. That's income, player.
Man, but here's the thing. The $200 billion is for everybody, and I'm like, that's really messed up if you think about it. Because by the time everybody gets their share, it's gonna be like bubblegum wrapper.
It's gonna be like 10 cents for each person, and they're gonna and they're gonna say, no, you cannot take these cars into the dealership to get them fixed. We have a handy dandy kit that you're gonna have to use yourself.
Are you
got to
serious?
put it. No, I'm just messing around, but that's what.
Hey, you know what, Bailey? Based on your credibility, the way you say it in society nowadays, I was like, word? Like, is that?
I'm just
Nothing
kidding,
shocks
everybody.
me.
I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
nothing shocks me anymore.
Normally with these things, they tell you, that you'll have, they'll have to schedule all of the fixes for the cars. They'll have to schedule all that, and then they'll do like a recall schedule, and you'll get a number when to take your vehicle into said dealership, something like that. Usually by mail notification. And in the same notification, they'll usually tell you go get $3 towards your pain and
those I just
suffering.
throw away.
Right.
You could have kept that.
Well, look, $3 is $3. So then you got your $3.
Bailey,
It's
what can you buy with $3 in 2023? I'm seriously, please educate me. What can you buy with $3?
You could get you some ramen.
Okay, but hold on.
You might be able to get you like, at this point, you might be able to get a regular size candy bar. Now, they changed the sizes and everything, but if you get a regular size candy bar, now that's about $3. Let's be clear, you cannot buy toilet paper, because I want to tell you that's going up, because what used to be $6.99 for a package is now like $12.99, so you can't get that for $3. But
even the cardboard paper, toilet paper is expensive.
Girl,
I'm talking about the low quality.
You talking about the one ply? You talking about the
man.
one ply?
That's up there as well.
Yeah, girl, you can't even do it.
But check this out, Bailey. Speaking of transportation, I want to get your thoughts on something because, well, first of all, good morning, Truth Nation. Hope y'all having a great week. Thank you for your patience. I need to get y'all's. I'm gonna start with Bailey, and Ben, you please let me know. I know that when we returned, and I'm doing the air quotes, back to work.
Okay.
After COVID,
right,
reduced in terms of cases and numbers, and then we then went into a great resignation.
Okay.
Which basically meant that a lot of the service industry workers, hospitality industry, whether that's hotels, grocery stores, restaurants, medical care, anything to do with interfacing with a customer face to face, it just plummeted. Nobody wanted to go back to those jobs, and rightfully so, because prior to COVID, we didn't really take a step back and realize that those individuals were getting way overworked and way underpaid. So then you had people who were like, I've been getting PPP, or I've been getting, federal aid, so I'm not really trying to go back to that life. I get that, but here's what's happened. Now you have a lot of these interface positions. When I say interface, I mean from the employee to the customer.
Okay.
That are being employed by 18 to 20-year-olds.
Mm-hmm.
And no shade or no disrespect to 18 to 20-year-olds, but what I'm seeing, I blame the employers, because a number of these employers are not providing proper training.
Right.
Proper coaching, proper developing on how to interact with people. Then, in addition to that, you have now, because pretty much, and this is a fact, many Americans did not want to return to those jobs. And then you have a number of immigrants that are coming in. And from a culture standpoint, there's a gap as well.
Right.
And so then you have people like me who are dependent, highly dependent on those types of industries, those types of services, hotel, airlines. I said all that to say, Bailey, I'm about to lose my mind dealing with young people that don't know how to say please, good morning, thank you, how are you? I'll give you a specific example. Last night, I flew in to Chicago from Birmingham.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm on assignment in Chicago now. And when I get to the baggage claim, now mind you, O'Hare is a huge airport. So just to get from the gate,
yes.
Look, to get from the gate, Bailey, to the baggage claim, no joke, was a 15-minute walk.
Oh,
no joke.
No doubt. No doubt.
So then I get to the baggage claim, and it is now minute 30, and our bags have not arrived. Mind you, I flew business class.
Mm-hmm.
So I go to the, I was about to say the airline's name. I go to their baggage claim office, and there was a girl, not kidding, Bailey, she had pigtail buns in her hair, and she looked like she was 11.
Okay.
And I said, hey, just trying to figure out where my bags are. She said, well, you know what she said to me? And this is when I walked away because I knew she wasn't going to be no help. She said, well, where are you going? I was like, I just landed. I'm at baggage claim. I'm not going anywhere. I've arrived. And I mean, it's just, and I know a lot of people are saying, well, Denise, you can't let little things get to you. Try it day after day after day, hour after hour after hour. It's just, and then what happens, Bailey, is that people will video record and make people like me look like idiots. That's why I haven't snapped yet. But Bailey Coleman, I got about, Truth Nation. If you know of anyone, or if you are someone who is a road warrior or who travels frequently, please help me. If I'm overreacting and you just as cool and calm, please teach me, a wise one, how to be like that. Because I'm telling you right now, the country, we really need to understand that it's either going to be younger people, and when I say young, I mean like 18 to 21, who have not received the well-deserved and necessary coaching and development on how to interface with people who travel a lot, as well as immigrants who are coming in, because they will work those jobs. They will work those jobs that Americans no longer want to work, but yet there's a culture gap. And again, I'm holding the employers accountable. I just had to get that off my chest because this is, again, you know, what's it called? World hip hop or hip hop stop or hip hop star. I don't want to be on any of those. I don't want to be on the Shade Room.
Oh, you talking about World Star?
Thank you. I couldn't even think of it. Yeah. See, I don't want to be on Shade Room, World Star, and that. But if they keep testing me, whoo, Bailey.
Girl, look. You are not the only one. I'm going to tell you something. There's one place I go to. Now, one would think that I get down in prayer, which I do. I whisper a prayer for everybody before, I get ready to snap, because I don't want to snap. But if I personally would like to recover from a bad customer experience, a bad customer service experience, I ain't gonna lie to everybody. I may not want nothing from them, but I'll go buy something from them just to go right on over to Chick-fil-A and have them say to me, I say thank you, and you know what they say?
What do they say, Bailey?
My pleasure. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming through. It is my pleasure. What? It's my pleasure. I have had bad shopping experiences at a lot of different retailers. Holiday season or not, if I need some great, I pulled up to the Chick-fil-A window, and I'm going to tell you. So I had ordered a small drink, and I didn't really realize how small their small was. I pulled up to the window, and the guy that was waiting on me was a manager, and he saw the look in my eyes when I saw how small that drink was and thought about how hot it was outside. And he said, I said, that's my drink. And he looked.
I'm laughing because I've so been there. So been there.
He said, yes, ma'am. Hold on 1 second, please. And I said, okay. Girl, he did so. He turned around and he said, here's your drink. Have a great day.
I love it.
I was like,
see?
Thank you so much. And you know what he said to me? My pleasure, man. It's my pleasure. My pleasure.
All I want.
So look, go on over there because they specialize. They will get you together after you've had a bad customer service experience.
And Bailey, let me just let me just say this too really quick. I always greet anyone with a good morning, good afternoon, hi, how are you doing? Before I even get into what I may need. Don't even get that.
Girl, look.
Like even yesterday when I spoke with the young lady at the baggage claim, I walked up, I said, hi, how are you? She said, I'm good. And I said, listen, I'm just trying to figure out where the bag is because, I've been waiting for about 30 minutes. Well, where are you going? See, that's when I knew. I was like, pew, 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 pew.
See, let me tell you something. Just the other day, okay, I was pulling up because I'm a mom. Sometimes I don't feel like cooking. So I'm pulling up to one of the fast food spots. Y'all probably know which one I'm talking about. Now, I used to always talk about different restaurants and experiences on my Facebook page. But I said I wasn't going to do it no more because people was like, I know exactly where you was at on the corner of such and such and such. I was like, I can't. I can't. I just can't do it no more. Then you have friends that work at these different companies and everything.
They're like, why are you putting us on blast, Bailey?
No, it was not like that. It was like, tell me where you're at right now. I got something for that. I was like, we not gonna do that anymore.
Right.
But girl, I had the window. I asked for a specific thing, and this is why business owners, you never know who gonna roll through your spot.
This is true.
You never know who is there seeking service or what they're going to say afterwards. So I roll up. I'm like, typical night. I was working late, didn't feel like cooking. So I called my son, what you want? Oh, okay, cool. This specific restaurant is right across the street from our house. No big deal. I'll stop there on the way home. I'll get you what you want. But my son is picky. So he wants his everything done a certain way. So I'm running it down to them. They're saying, okay. I get to the window, and it's not done that way. And I ask the manager at this lovely restaurant, this fine establishment that we all go to at one point or another. And, now, look, DT, come on, girl. I wanted some barbecue sauce. That's all I said. Don't put nothing on the burgers. $20
for the barbecue sauce.
No, and they were like, okay, cool. And then I get to the window, barbecue sauce not in the bag. I'm like, what's up with the barbecue sauce? I asked for barbecue sauce. That's gonna be 20 cents or something. I was like, and you didn't get charged for it. She slammed the window. I said, you know what? Okay. I see how this is. And then to add insult to injury, they put these now y'all really gonna know. Because on the outside of the restaurant, they put these things with the little code thing where you could go and if you got a complaint or whatever, you voice you know what I mean? Right.
Oh, yeah.
You tell them about it. So I did that. And I don't usually do that. I just tend to vote with my money and go elsewhere. And that's what I've been doing. But to not get a response.
Oh, yeah.
You know what?
That's the thing.
Just go back over here. Chick-fil-A on the other side of town where they did just build a new one over near Bayshore. So it's a little closer. I'm just roll on over there and vote with my money.
That's all we got to do. Truth Nation. This is DT and Bailey. Bailey Coleman, the living legend, Billy Coleman, filling in for Telly Hughes, who's on assignment, or as he said before, he's on vacation. That's okay. He deserves it. We come back from break. Let us know. Are Bailey and I the only ones that are experiencing just terrible service? And my thing is, I'm going to go back to what my dad said, and then we're going to break, Ben. If you don't like your job, quit.
Boom.
We'll be back.
More of Truth Be Told with DT and Telly is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
What's up, Bailey?
Are you looking for an opportunity to better the Milwaukee community? Do you want to develop your skills for a career or job? City Year Milwaukee is recruiting for its 14th cohort of AmeriCorps members. We are hiring young adults ages 18 to 25 to serve our amazing scholars in Milwaukee Public Schools. This opportunity allows you to serve your community and gain professional development, which will allow you to enter the workforce, your next educational journey, or even stay with us for a second year of service. Visit cityyear.org to connect with our local recruiters and learn how to apply.
Kyle, but I was like...
Keeping you informed and up to date on the legislation which will impact you the most.
So right now, we do not have the 2/3 vote necessary to pass the sales tax increase for Milwaukee. If it does pass, we are still in deep financial trouble, and we have all of these strings attached to this legislation. So like I did yesterday, I'm going to do again today and tomorrow until the cows come home. I want you to call your Milwaukee Common Council member and tell them that you are not in favor of this proposal that has far too many negative strings attached to Milwaukee, that includes a sales tax increase that doesn't even get us out of debt. In fact, if they vote for this, we will have to go back to the same Republican-controlled legislature and ask for more money, and then the strings will be even more severe than they are right now. This thing cannot pass. It cannot.
Stream the award-winning 1017 The Truth every day by downloading the Truth app and on all your favorite streaming platforms.
Yes.
Hey, wouldn't it be great if life came with a remote control? You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest. Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control. So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
Looking at a little bit of a backup northbound 43 from Fond du Lac Avenue all the way up past almost to Capitol Drive. We're looking at a 15-minute ride there from downtown to Brown Deer Road. It's an extra 4. Southbound side slowing down a bit from just south of Hampton all the way down past Capitol Drive to about Burleigh. And then on northbound 41, a little slow from Wisconsin Avenue up past Watertown Plank Road. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, sunny and warm, a high of 83 at the lakefront, 87 inland. Tonight, partly cloudy, a low of 62 at the lake, 58 inland. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 1017 The Truth.
Now, and to your point, it's like, is it worth my time? Is it worth,
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 1017 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Brandon Snott. The NBA Draft will take center stage tonight. Milwaukee just owning one selection, number 58 overall. As players currently on the roster, though, Bucks 3-time All-Star Chris Middleton has officially declined his $40 million player option with the team. He is set to become a free agent. And according to ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski, the Boston Celtics, Washington Wizards, and Memphis Grizzlies agreed to a 3-team trade late Wednesday night that sent center Kristaps Porzingis to the Celtics, guard Marcus Smart to the Grizzlies, and guard Tyus Jones to the Wizards. To baseball, where the Brewers only mustered 3 hits and scored just a single run as they fell to the Arizona Diamondbacks Wednesday afternoon by a final of 5-1. The Brewers will now set their sails on a 10-game road trip that begins with Cleveland on Friday night. This sports update is brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
More of Truth Be Told with DT and Telly is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
I'm sorry? Oh, okay.
My sister's with me.
Good morning. You are listening to Truth Be Told with DT and Telly. Telly, we got our guest co-host this morning, the beautiful, the intelligent, the articulate, and entertaining living legend of broadcast journalism, Miss Bailey Coleman. What's going on, Bailey? How you feeling?
I'm great. Stop calling me living legend, though. I'll just be like Bailey Coleman. Hey, your girl.
I can't. Because everybody knows my story when I moved here 20 years ago. That's all I'm going to say.
I was 10 years old. Cut me some slack. I was a young girl in the game. Look.
You were in fifth grade.
I was in 5th grade.
So if you're just tuning in, and first of all, thank you for tuning in. You can always talk to us, text us at 833-212-1017. And you can also stream us live on YouTube or Twitter by going to 1017.com on either Twitter or YouTube. Because we want you to see us. And of course, Bailey and I are looking good for just waking up. And the morning.
Okay. Right.
So we were talking about customer service. And you know what, Bailey? I'm not even going to preface the word service with customer. I'm going to take it there.
Okay, take it there, girl.
Because my thing is, I travel all over the world for a living. I have to.
Okay.
And just to give you some perspective.
Right.
I left Milwaukee after an incredible, amazing, and I'm still beaming from our Juneteenth celebration in Milwaukee.
Hey,
still beaming.
Me too.
So left Milwaukee. I flew to I Ubered to Chicago. Then I flew from Chicago to Birmingham. Okay. I was there yesterday. And speaking of which, I got to share this with y'all. I facilitated for a client a pre and post listening and discussion segment after visiting the Birmingham Civil Rights Institute. Bailey, have you visited the Birmingham Civil Rights Institute?
Not yet. It's on the goals list.
Okay. So in addition to our very own America's Black Holocaust Museum,
right.
shout out to Brad Pruitt, there are the Smithsonian, as we know, the Smithsonian African American Museum in Washington, D.C., our nation's capital. But if you get a chance, if you're ever in Alabama, there is the Birmingham Civil Rights Institute, which happens to be directly across the street from 16th Street Baptist Church, where in September of 1963, I believe, those four beautiful 14-year-old black girls were killed during the bombing of that church.
Mm-hmm.
Then there is the Legacy Social Justice Institute Museum in Montgomery, Alabama. Both are must go to.
Right.
And so I facilitated some sessions there, and then I flew back into Chicago last night, and now I'm here working. And I say all that, Bailey, because it's very easy to look at someone's life on social media and say, oh man, they got it made.
Right.
They traveling. It's exhausting.
Right.
And I pour into thousands of people every week.
Mm-hmm.
And I appreciate the fact that God is using me to do that. What I struggle with is people on the outside, not understanding that performing artists that travel and go on tour. I now have so newfound appreciation for what they do.
Right.
Because you have to be on.
Right.
You feel me, Bailey?
I feel you.
This morning, you and I had to be on, regardless of what's going on in our lives.
100%.
We have to entertain. We have to inform.
Exactly.
And I do that every day. And so the last thing I want to deal with is a human being like Bailey. For example, I have a 80-pound bag full of luggage, or an 80-pound luggage, full of things, and then I have our truth kit.
Right.
Ask me how many times a gentleman or a man just said, "Ma'am, do you need any assistance with your bag?"
Right. I understand that.
And I'm getting sick of it because then it's the angry black woman.
Right.
And it's like, dude, I'm doing all of this, and nobody's even. So I just had to get that off my chest because going back to what we were talking about before break, customer service, however you want to call it, does it still exist? Because from my experiences, it's slowly but surely depleting. Human interaction is now turning into tense, anxiety, toxicity.
You go into these different businesses and such, and they act like you're doing them a favor. I mean, like they're doing you a favor. I'm sorry. Being there. I mean, it's just like you said before the break. If you don't want your job, quit. Here's the thing. I did not tell you to come to work here.
Thank you.
And surely you're making some money, right? Should we not be grateful for the money that you're making right now? You're here because you need the money, right? So enjoy it while you're here. I know there's different.
You sound like my dad.
I
mean, my dad used to say your check is your reward. All these, I want
exactly.
That, I want that. Your check is your motivation. The fact that you got paid should be the reason why you get up and go to work every day. Quit looking for extra stuff.
I'm just saying, but here's the thing. When your customer service is good, you never know who you gonna meet, what you run into, or anything. That person might be there saying, hey, you know what? I'm going to go on and give you this tip. I'm going to go on. You know what? I enjoy you so much. You never know what that will lead to.
Okay, so
you never know.
I gotta read this text. I can't wait to get Bailey's reaction. So this came in from Wesley on the Truth Talking text line, which is 833-212-1017. He says, "Good morning, Miss DT and Miss Bailey. I believe God is a science to everything, and when you get bad customer service from a female." Wesley. Before I finish, I just want you to know you about to make these phone lines go crazy.
Okay.
So Wesley says, and when you get bad customer service from a female, it's usually during the bad part of her time of the month. And if it's a man, it's during the month when he's waiting for his woman, and he's got the blues in his lower region.
Oh my God.
Could you any more details on how this theory could be true? Okay, so before I pass the mic to Bailey, let me just say this first of all. Let me just burst out and say this, Wesley. I can't speak about a man, especially as it relates to his lower region, because I don't have a lower region like a man. But I will say this. It is a stereotype which is very unhealthy to associate a woman's menstrual cycle being the reason why she's emotional. I just first want to just plant that seed. Again, Wesley, it's very toxic and unhealthy. And I use that word because and I'm not being dramatic. Let me tell you why I'm using that word toxic. If every time I'm frustrated or upset, rightfully so, and a man says, "Oh, she just must be on. It must be the time of the month," and I keep hearing that, you're basically implying that the only time that I have permission or it's valid,
right,
is when it's my time, or during my menstrual cycle. So Wesley, again, I can't speak about a man's anatomy, but I will say this to you as someone who wants to continue seeing you breathe. Do not tell women or even imply, because I don't associate science with God anyway. Those two words to me don't even go back. When we come back from break, we're going to hear from Bailey her perspective on Wesley's comments. We got some more comments coming in on the Truth Talking text line. Feel free to call us too. We want to hear from you. We want to read from you. We appreciate you listening to us. We're going to continue to have a great show. This is Truth Be Told with DT and Telly with our guest co-host Bailey Coleman on the award-winning 101.7 FM, The Truth.
It is Truth Be Told with DT and Telly on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 101.7thetruth.com.
What's up, Truth fam? This is Carrie Noni from 101.7 The Truth, and I want you to tune into The Truth this Saturday at 10 a.m. for another episode of More Than a Movement, powered by Planned Parenthood Advocates of Wisconsin. We will highlight some of the most powerful conversations that I've had with health justice advocates who fight for equality and rights of all. Again, that is More Than a Movement, powered by Planned Parenthood Advocates of Wisconsin, this Saturday at 10 a.m. on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth.
At Associated Bank, they know opportunity can't wait. If you're a female or minority small business owner, their community uplift loans could be for you. Loans range from $5,000 to $50,000. Get funds in as little as one business day. Talk to a relationship manager today about a community uplift loan and other business banking services. Call 800-270-7725. Visit AssociatedBank.com or stop by your local branch. Because you help build the Midwest and your neighborhoods, they got your back. Associated Bank, your money works here. Subject to credit approval, member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the new 1017 The Truth. Here is Tory Lowe with his truth.
Black Talk Radio has emerged as a powerful tool for changing the narrative and stereotypes of the black community. Traditional media outlets have often neglected to represent the full spectrum of the black experience, leading to pervasive stereotypes and misconceptions. However, with Black Talk Radio, the black community now has a platform to tell their own stories and provide insight into their own experiences. Through talk shows, news broadcasts, and podcasts, Black Talk Radio is providing a voice for a diverse range of black perspectives by covering a variety of topics, including social justice, politics, entertainment, and so on. Black Talk Radio is offering a nuanced understanding of black community. It's breaking down stereotypes and promoting a more accurate portrayal of black culture and identity. Moreover, Black Talk Radio is providing an opportunity for black communities to connect with one another and build solidarity. In conclusion, Black Talk Radio is an invaluable platform for promoting a more accurate portrayal of the black experience, challenging pervasive stereotypes, and creating a space for communities to grow and mobilize. Through shows like Tory Lowe and the collective efforts of Black Talk Radio hosts and guests, we can continue to empower change in the black community. The ultimate goal is to shed light on issues affecting our community and inspire listeners to take action.
This has been Truth Takes on the new 1017 The Truth. Listen to The Tory Lowe Show, weekdays from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m.
Amazon.
More of Truth Be Told with DT and Telly is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
The struggle's real.
No. Close on Sunday. You my Chick-fil-A. Close on Sunday. You my Chick-fil-A. Hold the selfies. Put the gram away. Get your family.
Beautiful guest host Bailey Coleman. And I'm cracking up because Bailey and I were just like having this in-depth conversation
about Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, because they get it. They get it. Chick-fil-A has. I tell you what, I triple dog dare anybody to tell me that they ever had a bad experience at Chick-fil-A. I'm not saying it never happened, but I'm just saying for me, it's never happened. It's always my pleasure.
Exactly.
My pleasure.
My pleasure.
My pleasure.
My pleasure.
Can I get some extra sauce? Sure, no problem. Gotta be 20 cents. Boom, slam the door. It's now. You were telling me about now. What is this frozen lemonade? We got to
it's frosted.
Sponsor our show.
Frosted lemonade. Frosted. Don't play with me. That is the best thing ever.
I'm gonna try that.
Girl,
I was at Chick-fil-A yesterday.
They even, for those of you that are dieting, they even have a diet version. But I suggest, at least for the first time out, you get the full,
Oh yeah! Come on. Is there a human being that has not had Chick-fil-A? If you were over the age of 10, you have not had Chick-fil-A.
No, I got a sister ain't had Chick-fil-A. She keeps driving by going, she look, yes, and she keeps driving by going, wow, their line is always long. I said, that's because it's good.
Fire. Do you hear what I'm saying? Fire. And to your point, it's always clean.
Yes.
It's So, man. Yeah. And I struggle with eating there because it's hard for me not to get the waffle fries. I
love the waffle fries.
I don't get the waffle fries. Like yesterday, I got a grilled chicken sandwich on a gluten-free bun with yogurt parfait.
Now,
because I am dieting.
Well, here's the thing. Not that you need to be, but anyway. If you're going through and you're trying to eat healthy, they got a really nice side salad. You can pick. They've got an apple cider vinaigrette that is amazing. And you can get, they have soup too. They have their regular
chicken noodle soup.
I would do that when I was dieting, whenever I was dieting, because we keep an ongoing process of that. I'd go through, get a cup of soup. I would get they have a fruit thing that they do it's got oranges or tangerines in it, blueberries, strawberries. It's amazing. And I would get the side salad.
What I'm about to do, Bailey, because you didn't make me hungry, I'm about to order me some Chick-fil-A delivery. During this break, when we come back from break, Bailey, we're going to change the subject because, for real, you got my stomach on fleek. When we come back, if you have not already heard, the U.S. Coast Guard is refuting banging noises heard in search for submarine as the air levels dwindle to under 20 hours. So I think it's already past due now. So we come back from break, we're going to talk about the submarine that is bound for the Titanic with 5 people missing. And they have no oxygen left. You are listening to Truth Be Told with DT and Telly with our guest host, Billy Coleman, on the new award-winning 101.7 FM, The Truth.
Summerfest is back, and the new 101.7 The Truth has got you covered with tickets to see your favorite shows. Tune into Nothing But the Truth all week long, as I'll be giving away a pair of tickets to see A Boogie with the Hoodie and City Girls live at the American Family Insurance Amphitheater at Summerfest on Saturday, July 1st. Make sure you're tuned into 101.7 The Truth from noon to 1 so you don't miss your chance to see the City Girls up close and personal during Milwaukee's biggest summer party on the lake.
June is National Home Ownership Month, where we promote the benefits of home ownership and recommit to creating opportunities for future homeowners. Tune into 101.7 The Truth all month long, where you will get information and resources and hear interviews promoting home ownership in our community. At the core mission of National Home Ownership Month is the belief that every person deserves the chance to live with security, dignity, and hope in a place that they can call home. National Home Ownership Month on 101.7 The Truth is presented by Axe Housing and BMO Harris Bank.
Take a picture of them and send it to you. You don't have to do them all. I can do them if you want me.
Sometimes I just cannot believe all the storms we've gone through here. I can only hope that we'll be able to leave this house to you one day, baby. You're our legacy.
Planning for these disasters will make sure we're safe, and is the best way to protect that legacy. You know what? We should make an emergency communication plan. That way we're ready this year. At my dorm, we have emergency kits for earthquakes and wildfires, but I'm sure there's something more local I can send you with a link.
Okay.
Smart.
Protect your legacy. Visit ready.gov/plan for the tools and tips you need to start your emergency preparedness plan today. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Oh, okay. So he said that you guys will just do 2 tomorrow when he comes back.
So I'm not doing any reads today?
To some people, the sound of a baby babbling doesn't mean much. But that's not necessarily true. By 6 months, they're combining vowels and consonants. By 9 months, they're trying out different kinds of sounds. And by 12 months, their babbling is beginning to take on some meaning. Especially if there's no babbling at all. Little to no babbling by 12 months or later is just one of the possible signs of autism in children. Early screening and intervention can make a lifetime of difference and unlock a world of possibilities. Take the first step at autismspeaks.org.
Join the livest radio show in Milwaukee, Nothing But the Truth with Melanie Ricks. Listen every weekday from noon to 1 p.m. on 101.7 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. It is Truth Be Told with DT and Telly on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Tight dress, money long, it's neon. With the C on. By the bed, that's the only thing I be on.
You are listening to Truth Be Told with DT and Telly, featuring our guest co-host today, Bailey Coleman. If you're just tuning in, happy Friday Eve. It's Friday, Thursday, June 22nd, 2023. There are a lot of things going on. We were talking about our experiences with quote-unquote customer service and the infamous
delicious employer and company that seems to get it really well, which is Chick-fil-A. We're going to move on. Marlon, I know you were on the line. You were going to talk about customer service. We apologize for missing your call. Please call back. We want to hear from you. Your voice is valuable, as I say, and deserves to be heard. While we're waiting on Marlon to call back, I want to get into something very serious that's occurring in our country right now. A massive search operation is underway in an area that is twice the size of Connecticut for the missing submersible that went missing Sunday. And as of this morning, this submersible, and if I'm saying that wrong, let me know.
No, you're correct.
Okay. The oxygen supply is running out. And the U.S. Navy salvage system is capable of retrieving these objects or vessels off the ocean floor, but it is unclear if they have even left for the site in the North Atlantic. So basically, there's been some unidentified sounds, and the U.S. Coast Guard said it has not identified the source of the banging noises that were picked up by sonar Tuesday and Wednesday during the search. But right now, they have also added medical officials to the search as the oxygen has basically ran out.
Okay. Can we talk about the oxygen? Or you want to keep going?
Yes. Let's talk about the oxygen.
So I was watching, I was watching some of the coverage of this with Gayle King on CBS.
Mm-hmm.
And it is my understanding, one of the people that helped develop this submersible was saying that the 4-day estimate of how much air they have in there, they never tested it, so they're not really sure. They just, it was,
are you serious?
Calculations, configurations. They had calculated that from, but they didn't know. I mean, this whole submersible thing, I mean, do you know they were guiding it with a controller from an Xbox?
See, Bailey, don't
see that? I'm for real. If your son or daughter has an Xbox at your house, go look at the controller, because that's what they were using to guide that thing. This is not like this vehicle that was certified by any sort of American. It's like getting produce from another country. Has it gone through all of the regulations and everything that our system goes through? No.
I'm sorry, Bailey. I'm still at the Xbox controller.
Yeah, it's
because what scares me the most is that officials believe that there are 5 people on board.
There are 5 people. It fits 5 people.
They have limited food and water.
Right. It costs each one of them $25,000.
Are you serious?
If they weren't a part of the actual crew and they're one of some of these people are tourists or they wanted to go down and see, it cost them $25,000 a person.
So based on the latest update, y'all, and this is so disheartening. I'm literally right now praying for these 5 individuals. They are huddled together trying to conserve their body heat. And every second that goes by, they continue to run low on oxygen, and they're exhaling carbon dioxide. Now, let me just say this based on my knowledge. When your brain isn't getting the oxygen that it needs. So even though they may right now or have been huddled together, one of those individuals, if not 2, if not all 5, when you don't have oxygen going to your brain, you basically start hallucinating. You can go into seizures. You could start acting violent because you're losing basically your mind.
Mm-hmm.
You know how they say, I must be losing my mind?
Yeah.
That's literally when you are losing your mind because your brain is not getting oxygen, and your brain just starts to, from a neurological standpoint, dysfunction.
Right.
And so there's no logic. And so even though they may be huddled together, one of them may start getting violent.
Well,
hallucinate.
Right.
Going delusional.
And then with that, they start hyperventilating and taking in a bunch of air that they can't spare. Think about that.
That's so true.
That's so true.
I mean, somebody gets upset, maybe they start crying, freaking out. Can't do that. Hey, we got to conserve this air.
Exactly. See, that's what, and you can't control that because when your brain is not getting oxygen, you have no control. That's your central processing unit of your body is your brain. So once that starts to be impacted, it's not looking good. And again, the search has now added medical assistance. Because they're probably expecting the worst. I pray that that's not the outcome. Miracles do happen. I do believe
every day.
So I pray that in combination with the medical personnel and whatever technology that they can use, I think they're using high-tech vessels to the site as part of the rescue effort,
right.
which is a big deal. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
And so, but when you say Xbox controller, I'm like, what?
Yes, ma'am. Now, there are parts of it that were put together and things assisted from NASA. There are some things that were put together by Boeing, the airline company. There are some parts of it, yes. But there are other parts of it that it's just like they didn't put a lot of effort into. And you got to go, why would they do that? An Xbox controller.
Imagine?
What?
Right. Can you imagine if that was your husband or father or brother
or sister, wife,
child? Can you imagine what the family is going through?
Well,
at this point, they know what we know.
Ben, didn't you say something about the son? The son of one of the people on the submarine.
I thought you were talking about the sun in the sky. No, the stepson of the billionaire who's actually aboard the submersible right now. Hopefully, the family, because this has to be a difficult time to have your family go through this. A loved one. I mean, honestly, just to be running out of air and they're gonna essentially suffocate down there because they're gonna run out of oxygen. It's totally, somebody's worst nightmare. But with that being said, the stepson of the billionaire who's down there seems to not really care about what's going on. He's out partying. He was at a metal rock concert last night. Yeah, he was at a metal rock concert last night. He's hitting up OnlyFans models. Like I don't know what to say about this. Is he partying and waiting for the wheel? You got to be kidding. Waiting for the life insurance to kick in.
Let me just say we don't know what the relationship is.
Right, that's true.
It's very easy from our lens looking at it like we don't know. They may not even spoke in 5 or 10 years. We don't know.
That's true. That's very true.
You know how we are. The media.
And I mean, people deal with things in different ways.
Exactly.
We are the media. But I mean, if you think about it, what can he do? What can you do?
Go out and party.
You go out kicking. I mean,
that's the decision that he made. Go out and party.
I mean, well, what else is he gonna do? I mean, they're probably, not allowing them to be there or in the midst of anything while it's happening, or I mean, there's a limit. There are limitations, so why not go to the concert? Maybe you'll feel better.
Speaking of concert. I don't know if you, and I apologize if you already talked about this, but I just got to say this, Bailey.
Okay.
Summerfest begins today.
Oh, girl, yeah.
This is my only thing. As much as black artists, black musicians have contributed to pop mainstream culture. I am very disappointed about the headliners. I'm like out of and again now I'm not privy to how they book artists. I'm not.
I am. I'm gonna help you out.
Okay, because I'm looking at the headliners. Eric Church. I don't know who that is.
Country.
Zach. Okay. Zach Brown Band. I do know Zach Brown Band.
Country.
Okay. James Taylor and his all-star band. I know James Taylor.
Middle of the road kind of.
Dave Matthews Band. That's gonna be great. I actually might go to that. But again, I'm just trying to figure out Jimmy Buffett, Zach Bryan, Imagine Dragons, a Boogie with the Hoodie.
A Boogie with the Hoodie. That's hip hop.
Okay,
kind of.
Red Plus City Girls. That's hip hop.
Yeah.
So let me get this straight. Out of all the black artists that are quite mainstream that define pop culture. How can we get the City Girls?
Okay.
And so please teach me, oh wise Bailey, because I'm disappointed. I was like, this is what we got.
In defense of Summerfest.
Okay. Teach me. I'm listening.
Over the years, I have been instrumental in them booking acts for Summerfest for, certain areas and that sort of thing. And
everybody's right now. Bailey, everybody's leaning in. Everybody's like, yes, tell us why we ain't got no big concerts to go to this year.
I have been instrumental on some stages and helping them, and also, I came from somewhere where we did a lot of concerts as well, so I know the whole backside of it, right?
Okay.
And the thing is, our people, as much as we love them, they have to book way in advance, okay?
Okay.
Some of your people don't even know if they're going out when it's time to be booking these acts.
Are you serious?
Yes, ma'am. And it's very, very difficult. It can be extremely difficult.
When you say that, what does that mean? When you say
that means they don't have.
One second, Jay, we got you.
That means they don't have their whole situation together if they're going on tour this summer or not. Some of that depends on if y'all are receiving their music and liking their music, if it's worth them going out. Are they going to sell the tickets? Are they hot? You also don't know until, last minute as well, who you should be inviting, because you don't know who's hot. You go, okay, so-and-so might sell some tickets. Remember, they got to sell tickets to these shows, right? And if you're inviting somebody that ain't that hot right now, or you invite someone that should be in the amphitheater to a side stage and realize, we should put them in that happened plenty of times. Like with Wiz Khalifa, when he was at his pinnacle, a lot of different acts were on side stages when they should have been in the amphitheater. They could have sold a ton of tickets, but at the time that they booked that person, they weren't that hot, right? But they knew they were on the rise. But that's the cool thing about Summerfest too, because you might see somebody now and they're just the City Girls. Whereas, 2-3 months from now, they're like, oh my goodness, it's the City Girls. You feel me on that?
This is true.
So,
I get it. I'm just.
So it's the bottom line, it's very difficult to find out. Even the only acts that kind of have their situation together is because they're seasoned are these older acts. And that's why you see a lot of times the Earth, Wind and Fire, Shaka Khans, people like that, they're going to be out there.
They're going to show up. Yeah.
Well, they already had their game plan together. Where these kids, they kind of like shifting back and forth or whatever. And with that being said, I'm a huge New Edition fan. They need to have New Edition. Like I've been trying to. They need to have
New Edition
for the amp. They would have got them for the amphitheater. I mean, that would have been it. We'd all been laid out. Hey, you know what? And I'm sorry. I'm really disappointed that Janet wasn't a part of Summerfest. I thought she was. When I first heard about the show, I thought she was going to be.
You bring up my next point. I was like, we've had Kendrick Lamar, we've had Future. Well, let me not say Kendrick Lamar because that was last year. This year we've had Future, Janet Jackson. Drake is coming to Pfizer Forum August 3rd.
They've all, with the exception of Janet, were at Pfizer Forum.
Yeah. So why couldn't we get these individuals during the Summerfest?
Again, the older acts, some of the bigger acts probably were already okay. First of all, also let me say this: there's a lot of acts that will not perform in an outdoor venue.
You know what? Let me do this.
Beyonce is one of them.
Well, she just performed outdoor venue in Europe. But see, that's we gonna talk.
Yeah, see.
I know we got Jay.
Okay, let's go to Jay.
Jay, I know you. So we're gonna come back to this. Jay, thank you for holding. Thank you for tuning in. What is your question or comment? You are on Truth Be Told with DT and Telly.
Okay, well, it's the butt naked truth every time y'all preach it every time. But DT and BC. That's a good combination. I'm going to keep on listening. Y'all go ahead and do y'all thing, young lady.
Hey.
Do y'all thing, man.
It would be BC and DT. For real.
Well, either way it goes, y'all still going to tear it up, though. That's just it.
I love you.
But it's really sad about the submarine I hope they find him. I hope they be okay. But it looks big, but anything possible, But sometime I heard they should have never went down in the first place because they was having trouble with that submarine anyway. But when they tell rich people to do stuff, some of them don't listen. And I hope this ain't a result of them not listening to the right thing. But we can only hope for the best. But before I get off, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Both of you ladies stay sucker free in a world full of lollipops, okay? I heard a brother say that. I fell out, but he made a lot of sense. Sucker free in a world full of lollipops. Y'all stay free.
All right.
God bless y'all. Take care.
God bless you too.
Look, Bailey, Lord knows, appreciate you, Jay. Lord knows I didn't have a lot of lollipops.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
No more lollipops.
None of that. That's a whole another conversation for another day.
We should definitely have that.
We should have that conversation. Yes, we should.
My therapist will be mad because she's always like, Denise, let it go. Move forward. Manifest the man that you desire. So she gonna trip when we. Didn't I tell you, Denise?
Manifest. Is that what it is? I'm not manifesting right.
You're
My
not.
manifestation is off.
Bailey, don't listen. You gotta understand this. My therapist says only listen to love songs.
Okay. Oh no, I can't do it.
Only watch movies about love.
Oh no.
Only read love stories.
You know what?
Because this is going to manifest the man that you deserve.
I have become jaded because I'm going to tell you right now, if it's not Luther, it's not a love. I'm not going to say that. But look, I can't. I'm not into love songs. I can't read a love story, a novel.
It depends on my mood.
I can't. I'm almost never in that mood. I'm just like, what?
I mean, some songs are nostalgic, and I'll be like,
well, yeah.
Turn it off. I don't want to go there.
Exactly. Most of it is
trigger.
Yes, most of it is a trigger. Most of it is a trigger.
Any slow jam. Any slow jam, and maybe Ben Jam will bring us back when we come back from break. But any slow jam that was recorded in the 80s or 70s, I'm good with. But once you start to get into the 90s R&B slow jams, it becomes personal. And I'm like,
that is so funny.
so that's all I got to say about that. When we come back from break, we're gonna finish because we had a lot of good input coming on our Truth Talking text line about Summerfest and the lineup. Summerfest begins today.
Right, first day.
Go to their website to see the lineup. Bailey is schooling us on how the lineup becomes the lineup because quite frankly, I didn't see a lot of us on the headlining stage. This is Truth Be Told with DT and Telly. The Truth Talking text line is 833-212-1017. We will be back.
More of Truth Be Told with DT and Telly is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
This is two-time Emmy Award winner Telly Hughes, and the award-winning 1017 The Truth is proud to announce our inaugural Truth Family Fest on Saturday, August 12th at Riverside University High School in Milwaukee. We are bringing the community together for a family festival that will have something for everyone. So mark your calendars now and come out to enjoy the music, food, and fun at our inaugural Truth Family Fest on Saturday, August 12th.
This is the new 1017 The Truth Milwaukee Public School Athletic Alumni Spotlight.
Fred Brown, born August 7th, 1948, is a former American pro basketball player. He began his hoop dreams right here in Milwaukee at Lincoln High School, which is now known as Lincoln Center Middle School. Brown graduated from Lincoln in 1967, where the high school gave him his nickname Downtown Freddie. He led Lincoln to 2 state titles and made All-State twice. He earned 4 prep letters, including 1 in each football and baseball. Brown would attend the University of Iowa and graduate his senior year, averaging 27 points per game. Downtown Freddie would become the 6th draft pick of the Seattle Supersonics in 1971. He would play for the next 13 seasons, retiring in '84 with 14,018 points. Downtown Freddie, always a Milwaukee legend and always MPS proud.
This has been your Milwaukee Public School Athletic Alumni Spotlight, presented by Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
At Associated Bank, they know opportunity can't wait. If you're a female or minority small business owner, their Community Uplift loans could be for you. Loans range from $5,000 to $50,000. Get funds in as little as one business day. Talk to a relationship manager today about a Community Uplift loan and other business banking services. Call 800-270-7725. Visit AssociatedBank.com or stop by your local branch. Because you help build the Midwest and your neighborhoods, they got your back. Associated Bank, your money works here. Subject to credit approval, member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
Locked inside every Wisconsinite is a unique code shaped by genetics, environment, and lifestyle. This code makes you uniquely you and holds clues to your predisposition to certain illnesses like diabetes, cancer, or depression. When you join the All of Us Research Program, you help researchers study ways to improve health care and receive health information that matters to you. Learn more. Visit allofus.wis.edu or call 888-294-2661. Answers are in All of Us.
Are you craving mouth-watering, unforgettable food? I'll Take a Bite of That has got you covered. Try their hot honey chicken with homemade honey infused with the best hot peppers, or their famous nachos. They have homemade seasonings on everything, from fries to burgers to chicken. Ordering online is a breeze and hassle-free. Just visit I'llTakeABiteOfThat.com for your pickup or delivery needs, or follow them on Instagram or Facebook. Visit I'll Take a Bite of That. It's amazing.
It is Truth Be Told with DT and Telly on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
The process and the end product are equally as valuable.
Yeah, I don't got it yet, but I'm trying. And I see that there's no point in me lying to you. Faces changing, yours ain't been.
You are listening to Truth Be Told with DT and Telly. We got a lot of interesting topics today, and this is why we have Bailey Coleman, because she's about to school us, y'all. Now, if you missed any of it, remember you can always go back and listen. Bailey's about to drop some knowledge on why we get certain artists and why we don't. And you can always go back and listen by downloading the Truth Be Told podcast, sponsored by Gruber Law Offices on multiple platforms, including, and if you don't have this on your phone, please download this now. The 1017 The Truth app, which can be found on Spotify, TuneIn, Stitcher, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. That way, if anybody says, man, you miss Bailey on DT and Telly, she dropped some bombs, now you good. You got the app. So for just tuning in, we were talking about the Summerfest, the 55th Summerfest in Milwaukee. It just starts today. So shout out to Summerfest.
First day.
Now, first day of Summerfest. When you look at the headliners, the American Family Insurance Amphitheater headlining acts, a lot of them are not, let's just say, R&B, urban, hip-hop. And you know, the first thing we go to, which I did, I was like, what's up with this? Like, why can't we get more black artists?
It's because we're black.
No, that's not why. And so Bailey is about to drop it. So we did get a text on the Truth Talking text line, which is 833-212-1017. And it says, and this is from, I believe, yes, the caller. Caller, you back? Welcome back. He says, as Sherwin has said many times, talking about Sherwin Hughes, one of our other Truth hosts, has said many times, when a venue is void of things that you enjoy most, they're letting you know how they feel about you spending your money with them. So, Bailey, that's not the case.
That is not.
Educate us.
That is not the case. First of all, let me say that for those of you that are around to remember the Jam for Peace and Big Jam and all those kinds of things, I was behind that. Me and my crew, we were doing it from our station that we were a part of at that time. And so we know all about booking acts because that's what we had to do. And there were times when we were instrumental in helping Summerfest, and there were times where Summerfest was actually instrumental in helping us. And for those of you that really know Jam for Peace, you know that, yes, it had been at different places, such as the Bradley Center, Wisconsin State Fair, but the original home of Jam for Peace, and the people that actually taught me how to put a show together were at Summerfest. And that was the home of Jam for Peace for many, many, many years. Many years. So it's not that Summerfest is like that at all. It's that you have to understand what goes behind booking an act.
Because you were saying that because we had Lizzo, there's a I don't want to say statute of limitations, but basically if a big artist comes, they can't come back within 30 days.
It's within, and it depends on what they agree upon with said venue. Right. So if they're playing at maybe Pfizer Forum, there's a 30 to 90 day wait before you could come back into the market. You see what I'm saying?
See, I didn't know this. Truth Nation, we get schooled, y'all.
Right. Okay. So it can be any place between 30 and 90 days before you could come back. So if Summerfest books, or if someone else books a particular act before Summerfest gets there, or that act prefers playing at a different place versus Summerfest here in Milwaukee, then there's that. There's that comes into play, right? You also, I mean, and you could say, okay, I went to this festival and they had back-to-back black acts and this and that and all this kind of stuff. Well, yeah, but, we also have to realize that Summerfest has a bunch of different acts that come out there. Right. It's not just black people. It's not just, that kind of deal. It's across genres. And they don't really look at it as, because they've had black country acts out there and stuff like that. So they don't look at it like that. They look at it as a genre of music. Right. So
Got it. It looks like kind of like country music fest versus
Summerfest.
Fest.
Well, those acts, let me tell you something about the country genre.
Okay.
They'll know next year. They already got their stuff booked for next year. Their music lasts a lot longer in the chasm of their listeners than most. So they'll know, 2 years in advance that they're going to come, that they're going to do shows. They book that far out.
Wayne on the Truth Talking text line, which is 833-212-1017, says, it's also a matter of timing. The available times for an outdoor venue are slim.
Yes.
Then with these bigger artists selling the tours to Live Nation, Summerfest, never see some artists. I don't know what he meant on the last part. Y'all keep asking y'all. Before you hit the send button, you want to make sure your voice is heard. Just do a quality check and read it out loud. You was on the road, Wayne, but I was like, I don't know what the last part was.
That is true. It's about timing. So if you got an act that's hot, right? They're gonna go out, blah blah blah, and they don't have their situation together as to where they're going to be at what time. And then they're negotiating. All these people are negotiating at the last minute. It really becomes what shakes out. And that means who's got the most money. Some people make it here. Some people don't. It's just about, if you got an in, if you could make it happen. A Boogie with the Hoodie has been here probably every year for the last 3 years.
Who is that?
No,
I'm not even being funny.
He's a hip hop artist, and there's probably one record that was played on the black side that you would know, but he's an even bigger pop artist. Some of these hip hop artists are bigger pop artists than they are in the African American genre of things. Yes, and he's one of them. So he's been out here every year for probably like the last 3 years because he's big in pop music. It's just like Jason Derulo. It's like a Jason Derulo situation, right? We didn't really take to Jason because we had Trey Songz at the time. But Jason Derulo is a black man, and he's a big pop artist and has consistently tried to cross over to our genre. But our genre is like, well, we got Trey Songz, which he's not even hot now. So, but I'm just saying, at
Trey
the same
time,
they were emerging at the same time, though.
Well, one artist that I can guarantee you we will not see, regretfully, at Summerfest this year is our brother Boosie.
Oh.
However, we've been talking about Boosie. Well, we got some good news, y'all. If you are a Boosie fan, we got some good news. Boosie was reportedly granted $50,000 bail, which is chump change for him because he just put his Rolls Royce for sale for $240,000. Following the court hearing on Tuesday, he was granted $50,000 bail. Following a court hearing on Tuesday, the rapper was arrested on federal gun charges in San Diego, California last week. According to the San Diego Union Tribune, a contentious hearing occurred in a U.S. District Court on Tuesday. And the reports are that the hearing was held so officials could decide whether to keep Boosie, the rapper, detained. Boosie's lawyer reportedly argued that the case against the rapper is unnecessary federal prosecution, while the assistant U.S. attorney reportedly argued that Boosie is a flight risk, which justifies his continued detainment. So right now, the rapper's release date remains unclear. He is still in the custody of the federal government. He is scheduled to return to court Thursday. So next Thursday, a week from today, he will go back to court, and we will continue to see what happens with our beloved Boosie.
I think I still have my free Boosie T-shirt from the last time he was locked up.
You better stop.
I think I still got
it. So wait a minute. This is his second or third rodeo with the free Boosie?
Yeah. Boosie was locked up for some time. He got that's why he in trouble now, because he allegedly supposedly had a firearm on him, and convicted felons, they can't do that.
Okay, so I'm confused.
See, no, you're not.
Really said no. No, you're not.
I want to tell you, on Boosie's behalf, he was one of the nicest artists I've ever met.
Seems like it. He genuinely seems like he is a person who loves all human beings. He's an advocate for civil rights.
Yes.
I think he's a good brother.
Now, I didn't care for the comment he made. I think it was him that he made about Gabrielle Union and Dwayne. She married to Dwayne Wade. Is that who she married to?
Dwayne Wade.
I didn't really care for the comment about his daughter. The extra.
His
transgender daughter. Yeah. I didn't care for that because he could have kept that to himself, like most people. But
we are still in the month of June. In addition to celebrating Juneteenth, we're celebrating
Pride Month.
And it's still a very difficult topic in our community. It still is.
It is.
And I just want people to understand this. Nobody is trying to force anybody to feel a certain way.
Yep.
However you feel about your lifestyle choices, others' lifestyle choices, that is your right. That is your prerogative. You have every right to feel them, and it's not me or Bailey or anyone from Truth Nation to tell you how you should feel.
Exactly.
Now, with that being said, though, what I do not and never will condone is disrespecting another human being.
That's the thing.
You don't like them or you don't identify with them.
Tell it, DT.
That totally defeats the purpose of the civil rights movement,
exactly.
which we all benefit from.
Exactly.
So again, I get it.
Yeah, he could have held on to that.
Yeah.
But Boosie, just as a person, if you ever get nice guy, very nice guy.
Boosie. Well, I'm gonna meet Boosie when he gets out. Now, listen, y'all. Keep coming with your comments. We appreciate you tuning in. We appreciate you sending your input, your thoughts, your perspectives on the Truth Talking text line. We're going to come back from this break and get into some of these texts that we're receiving. The Truth Talking text line is 833-212-1017. And yes, the lovely voice of Bailey Coleman is what you're hearing as our brother Telly Hughes is on a much-needed, well-deserved vacation. This is the award-winning Milwaukee Black Talk Radio, the new 101.7 FM, The Truth.
More of Truth Be Told with DT and Telly is next on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 101.7thetruth.com.
Hey, Ben.
This is your Planned Parenthood Advocates of Wisconsin Minute.
Justice is about receiving what we deserve. Quote Audre Lorde, who said, "There is no such thing as a single issue struggle because we do not live single issue lives." And that said, any freedom, including reproductive freedom, is our human right to decide what is best for our own lives. Reproductive freedom is about having bodily autonomy, which is the same as being able to control what happens to our bodies, including the decision to continue or terminate a pregnancy, rests with the pregnant person at all times and in all circumstances. Because when rights don't apply to all individuals and at all times, they are not rights. They are not rights. And as Black people, our rights are conditional way too often, whether we're talking about during police encounters, quality housing, or, some job opportunity.
This has been your Planned Parenthood Advocates of Wisconsin Minute on the new 101.7 The Truth.
It's one of the most critically acclaimed superhero films of all time and features an Oscar and Grammy-winning soundtrack. And now you can experience Marvel Studios' Black Panther in a whole new way with the Milwaukee Symphony Orchestra as they perform Ludwig Göransson's score live to picture at the Bradley Symphony Center June 23rd through the 25th. Visit MSO.org right now to reserve your best seats or call the box office at 414-291-7605. Follow T'Challa's epic journey as he clashes against Killmonger for both peace and his rightful place on Wakanda's throne, all while surrounded by the gorgeous beauty of a former movie palace. Marvel Studios' Black Panther Score with Film runs June 23rd through the 25th only. Call for tickets 414-291-7605 or visit MSO.org.
Why? Why take a chance? Why risk a mistake? Why say something? We all have reasons why we choose to ignore the things that give us pause, that seem out of place, that don't feel right. The word why can either paralyze us or empower us to stand up and protect what we love. So if you see something, why do you say something?
Hey, I got a commercial break.
I see safe for my family.
I see safe for my friends.
I see say for my students.
We see say for each other.
I see say because all of this matters.
We all have something worth protecting, a why that unifies this community we're all a part of. So protect your everyday. Report suspicious activity to local authorities. If you see something, say something.
We do have a problem on 41. On the northbound side, we do have a vehicle fire just north of the Landon Road off-ramp. So the right lane is blocked with this. So it's going to be starting to create bigger delays. Just be careful with that. Southbound 41, going to be looking good all the way from Highway Q to the Zoo interchange. Southbound 43, slow from just before Silver Spring all the way down past Burleigh. Northbound, heavy out of the Marquette up past Capitol Drive. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, sunny and warm, a high of 83 at the lakefront, 87 inland. Tonight, partly cloudy, a low of 62 at the lakefront, 58 inland. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 101.7 The Truth.
Truth Nation, listen up. This is Telly Hughes, and now is your time to win a free night stay at the St. Kate The Arts Hotel in downtown Milwaukee. Last week, I had a chance to take my wife there for her birthday, and let me tell you, it was a second-to-none experience, and it's one of the best hotels, not just in Milwaukee, but in the country. And you now get a chance to enter an opportunity to win a free night stay there. All you have to do is be be caller number 7 for your chance to be entered to win a free night stay at this beautiful modern hotel, the St. Kate in downtown Milwaukee. Once again, be caller number 7 at 833-212-1017 to be entered to win a free stay at St. Kate the Arts Hotel in downtown Milwaukee on Truth Be Told with DT and Telly.
It is Truth Be Told with DT and Telly on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. 1017 The Truth. Hey, this is the first weekend of Summerfest Milwaukee, so come and enjoy the world's largest music festival today through Saturday. Now, many of music's top artists will be coming to Summerfest this year. Check out NLE Chopper, 3-6 Mafia. I'm sorry, that was Chopper. 3-6 Mafia. Coi Leray and boy, don't act like you don't know. There you go. Don't miss out on all the fun at Milwaukee's biggest summer party. Get your tickets now at summerfest.com. Summerfest is presented by our founding partner, American Family Insurance. And thank you to our official Summerfest food provider, Major Goolsby's.
I love me some Major Goose. Speaking of love, we don't do anything else today.
Yes.
I gotta give a huge shout out to Bailey Coleman, y'all. Truth Nation. Bailey, she's so modest and humble, but I have to keep it real with y'all. I called our programming director yesterday after having about a 15-20 minute attempted damage control call with my company's team administrator. And I said, look, man, let's call Kyle on three-way. So we called Kyle. I was like, Kyle, keep it real with you. I ain't gonna be ready at 7 a.m. This thing called life. And y'all show Bailey Coleman some love. Thank her. I thank you, Bailey, because Bailey, how many people can walk out of Costco? Mind their own business. Trying to just enjoy their Milwaukee summer, which y'all know 5 minutes, and get a call and say, hey, Bailey. Can you without like 5 minutes notice be at the studio at like 6 a.m. And Bailey did. So Bailey, I want to publicly thank you on this beautiful Friday, Thursday, June 22nd. Thank you, sis. I love you so much. I appreciate you. Because there's not too many people that can walk out of Costco and take a call and say yes. Even though I thought I was going to be able to sleep in, I'm going to go ahead and show up for DT and Telly. Thank you, Bailey.
Oh,
we appreciate you.
You know what? I appreciate you all, and definitely appreciate Kyle. I always tell Kyle this, when other people may have said no, or maybe later you said yes, and that is just a huge blessing. It's a blessing to be here with you guys and being a part of the crew. I love y'all so much, and you know what? It's just so much fun. I was supposed to fill in today for Dr. Ken Harris, but when he called me, I was like, DT and Telly, come on now, son, you know I got this.
Right.
And
look
at
the Truth Talking text line, Bailey. They're flooding in with the love because we just love you so much. Jeanette says thank you, Bailey, with the 5 hand clap emojis. Thank you, Dwayne says thank you, Miss Beautiful Bailey. Thank you, Dwayne, for that. Aramore. Hold on. He's feeling. I got
see, but right. Don't touch that lane.
Aramore, tell you right now, brother, I love you to death, and I appreciate meeting you at Juneteenth. Don't be sending me no links. You about to get me in trouble. I click on that link and tell what coming up. I love you. Let me be clear, Aramore. I love you. So Aramore on the Truth Talking text line says, I think that, and he's talking about the what's it called?
Submersible, yeah.
I always say submarine. Submersible. I think they already died. We're just hoping and going off their oxygen time because that's all the info we have. They possibly could have died either by the fire due to too much oxygen being dumped in its cab, or implosion. One or more systems failed. They cannot escape due to being bolted and can only be released from the outside. How they are found and alive still. Hope they are found alive soon.
Yeah.
I really do, Aramore.
I do too. And again, on that whole oxygen thing, that they didn't really research that. So that's subjective. So they're guesstimating that they had that much time. But hey, they could have more time. It doesn't have to be a negative. They could have more time, and they just don't, other people don't know about it. You know what I mean? Because they didn't go check. There was no research done on that. They just guesstimated.
I pray so hard that is the case.
Exactly.
Because again, this is a big deal. Now, when we were talking about there's so much going on. We were talking about Summerfest.
Right.
We were talking about Boosie. I was going to say Little Boosie.
He dropped a little. It's Boosie now.
So it's Boosie now.
Yeah.
There's so much going on, and then now we have this Submersoul that is missing and with 5 Americans on it. There's a lot that we got to process. But one thing I can assure you is that every day that we have another day with all this information that Truth Nation is providing from a Black perspective. Every day that you have breath in your body, that gives you permission to be great. Are y'all with me? Every day.
I'm with you 100%.
Breath in your body. I don't care if you got negative 2 cents to your name. That is all the permission that you need to be. That all you need in order to be great. Because when I see what's going on in this country,
yes,
in this world. I have to remind myself that it is such a blessing, even if I don't have a lot,
yes,
to have breath in my
there
body,
you go.
to be able to be mobile,
yes,
to have a sense of
yes.
mind. Because again, those individuals that are on the Submersoul, if oxygen is indefinitely gone or definitely gone,
mm-hmm.
even if they are alive, they are not going to come out normal.
Exactly. Exactly.
And here it is, you and I could be on this show.
If nothing else, if nothing physical or mental, they will never be the same. Never be the same after having had this experience. If they come back full life, everything's okay, they'll never be the same, and neither will their families.
Especially
you can't.
I'm still processing the Xbox controller. What?
Xbox.
Now look, I don't know if my son owns an Xbox. I know he has a PlayStation, but
no, my son has an Xbox.
You better not be controlling
submarine, right, or submersible.
I do know my son well enough to know that he don't want those kind of problems. He always says to me, "Mom, my insurance don't cover that." Like, I'll be like, "Hey, Darren, can you just take my Tesla to the?" He'll be like, "Mama, my insurance don't cover your Tesla."
See, they're not. They're not.
Like, Denise Thomas drives a Tesla. And I'm like, they are not expensive. And keep in mind, y'all, they are electric vehicles.
They are.
So I can't tell you the last time I put gas in my car in Milwaukee.
See. That's all I'm saying. And I'm not even gonna put out there what I'm driving. I'm just,
I mean, my thing is, look, Bailey.
Look.
I know exactly.
I got.
I've been broke longer than I have not. I'll put it to you that way. I've been broke. And when I say broke, I mean making decisions when I go to the grocery store with my kids.
I get it. Hey.
And here's the thing though. I love sharing that testimony because I want people to understand. You see the after, but please know that there was a totally different before.
Don't miss the glow up.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, for real.
For real.
The caller, I don't know. You're coming in on the Truth Talking text line. First you said dear niece, ? Then you said queen. So what is your question to caller? Because first of all, just so you know, you left Telly hanging. You said you had his back during the Truth Telling Hits with Telly last week. You were a no-show. And he was very disappointed.
Who, me?
No.
The caller.
The caller. That's
okay.
their name. The caller. They won't even say if it's a, it's a very, what do you call it? I'm disguising myself, which is cool. The caller left Telly hanging, y'all. I'm putting the caller on blast. He left Truth Telling Hits with Telly hanging. So the caller, we're glad that you're back. We missed you. I'm not trying to, just what do you want to ask me? Because you're on the Truth Talking text line. Marcus, let's see what this says. Shout out to Bailey Coleman. She is a beautiful person. She showed us a lot of love when she was at the other station. I used to manage scales. I will never forget it.
Hey.
It was the day Michael Jackson died. She let us use the station, and she schooled us on how the radio business works and introduced us to the Doc, who was in charge at the station. At the time, she did the most she could for local artists. Much love to Bailey Coleman. I love it. I love it. I love it. We also have a caller on the line. Who do we have, Ben? I didn't get it.
This is my Gemini brethren, Black Conscious.
Black Conscious. Good morning. Welcome back. How you you doing, Black Conscious? You're on Truth Be Told with DT and Telly.
Now's yourself in good health. This is Ladies Morning. What's up, ladies? Hey, it was something you said about that sub being lost. There's a couple of factors also that goes along with that. So even if they reach them, it's going to be a time consumption about getting whatever they need to raise it, and then they can't raise it as you would think. It has to be a slow process because of the pressure on there. Not only that, okay, saying all that, but now we're also dealing. They might have been froze. Might have froze to death by now because at that depth, that water is frigid.
Yes, they said that. Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
So with those things, but the most important part about it is, even if they get to them, it's getting them back up in a timely manner.
Right.
It's the most crucial thing. And, I'm an aquatics baby, so, that much pressure. It's probably good to say that we won't have any good news from there.
Oh,
yeah.
Because they can't put it, they can't attach an oxygen line because, of the pressure there, so that kills that, but they can't attach any line because of the depths that they're in.
Wow.
So that's a tricky one.
When you have conditions like that, and thank you so much. Appreciate you, Black Conscious, again. Always a valued listener, so thank you for that. When you have a lack of oxygen combined with being in freezing temperatures with little to no food or water, yeah.
Now, they said that there were 7 ways, supposedly, for this vessel. That's why they were looking for it on top of the water as well, because there were 7 ways for this to come to the surface again. There were weights attached to it that if there's supposed to be some sort of button inside of it that could let go of the weights and cause the vessel to come back up to the top of the water. But still, there was no way to open the vessel from the inside so that they could get air in.
Wow. And again, and that's another thing, Bailey, just the fact that you and I right now, we're breathing. And it's something that's just so standard that, listening and reading this story, I feel like I'm taking advantage of the fact that I have oxygen. I'm not, complaining or feeling guilty about having it, but we take some of these things for granted because oxygen, not having it, that's a terrible way to die. That's a terrible way to slowly die. When we come back from break, we're going to wrap up. Bailey, again, I love you. Thank you so much for having my back today. Truth Nation, it's the first day of Summerfest. Truth Nation, you got at least 9 more hours of Black Talk Radio, Black Talk perspective. And even if you're not Black, we appreciate you listening to learn, listening to understand, and even share your perspectives as well. This is Truth Be Told on the award-winning 1017 The Truth with DT and the living legend. She don't like it when I say that. Bailey Coleman. We'll be back.
More of Truth Be Told with DT and Telly is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
This is Telly Hughes from Truth Be Told, and I surprised my wife on her birthday with a staycation at the beautiful St. Kate the Arts Hotel in downtown Milwaukee last weekend, and it was an incredible experience. And check this out. I enjoyed my experience so much that I want to offer our Truth fans a chance to experience this second-to-none hotel completely free. Tune into Truth Be Told from 7 to 9 all week as I will be entering fans in to win a free staycation at the St. Kate Hotel.
This is your Axe Housing home buying tip of the week with D. Kemp. D, what are some of the barriers to home ownership?
Everyone's journey to home ownership is different, and we all have different challenges. For some people, it's that they don't have any credit. For some people, it's that they need to do some credit repair. For others, it's the challenge of saving at the same time as you're attempting to keep up with your monthly bills on a regular basis. So it really is about developing the habits and behaviors necessary to achieve home ownership. And that's one of the key things we do at Axe Housing is provide that home buyer education so you're ready and prepared not just to purchase your home, but to keep your home over the long term and use it as a mechanism to start building wealth. It's so easy to get started on this journey. All you need to do is go to axehousing.org, complete our virtual orientation, and get yourself started on your journey to home ownership.
At Associated Bank, they know opportunity can't wait. If you're a female or minority small business owner, their Community Uplift loans could be for you. Loans range from $5,000 to $50,000. Get funds in as little as one business day. Talk to a relationship manager today about a Community Uplift loan and other business banking services. Call 800-270-7725. Visit AssociatedBank.com or stop by your local branch. Because you help build the Midwest and your neighborhoods, they got your back. Associated Bank, your money works here. Subject to credit approval, member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
Locked inside every Wisconsinite is a unique code that's shaped by your genetics, environment, and lifestyle. This code not only makes you uniquely you, it also holds clues as to whether you may be predisposed to certain illnesses like diabetes, cancer, or depression. And when you join the All of Us research program, you can get to know your health by receiving health information that matters to you. To learn more, visit allofus.wisc.edu or call 888-294-2661.
What if in 1968 the mayor said nope to Summerfest? How many bands would you have never seen? Would hitting 12 stages in one day even be possible? Thankfully, 55 years ago, Summerfest was a yes. Milwaukee Summerfest, presented by American Family Insurance. Find tickets and lineup at summerfest.com.
After a crash with a semi-truck, everything can change instantly. At Gruber Law Offices, we have the knowledge and experience to make sure you're protected. And we're here to help whenever you need us. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
More of Truth Be Told with DT and Telly is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
That's all I'm talking about. 1017 The Truth. Bailey Coleman in for DT and Telly, both out on assignment. Hey, I got to invite you to tune into The Truth this Saturday at 10 a.m. for another episode of More Than a Movement, powered by Planned Parenthood Advocates of Wisconsin. Now, Carrie Noni will be joined by Courtney Hayward, Director of Government Relations for Planned Parenthood Advocates of Wisconsin. They will reflect on the past year after the overturning of Roe versus Wade. Again, that is More Than a Movement, powered by Planned Parenthood Advocates of Wisconsin, this Saturday, 10 a.m. on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. It was great hanging out with you guys this morning. DT and Telly will be back tomorrow. I also need to remind you that Marvel's The Black Panther is coming to the Bradley Symphony Center Friday, June 23rd to Sunday, June 25th. And now you can experience the Oscar and Grammy award-winning Black Panther soundtrack in a whole new way with a live musical performance by the Milwaukee Symphony Orchestra. Since we love Truth Nation so much, we have teamed up with Milwaukee Symphony Orchestra to offer 15% off discounts to see the show live. So make sure you check that out. Visit mso.org right now and enter promo code PANTHER. That is mso.org, and enter the promo code PANTHER to reserve your special discounted seats to see Black Panther soundtrack performed live by the Milwaukee Symphony Orchestra Friday, June 23rd to Sunday, June 25th. All right, now, you keep it right here. My guy Sherwin Hughes is up next on 1017 The Truth.
We put our lives on the line for our country. We braved the unknown. We did what we were told. And we lit up. Our cigarette packs were as valuable as the packs on our back. Maybe more. At one point, cigarettes were part of our daily ration. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. And boy, we were smoking 'em. Bumming a smoke was the norm. It was an escape from the reality of dirt, sweat, and forgetting how many days you were so far from home. Never had to worry so long as you had a light and the smoking lamp was lit. If that was you then, get your lungs screened now. Surviving lung cancer starts with a scan. Learn more at screenyourlungs.org. And thank you for your service. This PSA was made possible by industry funding and guidance from lung cancer patient groups.
To some people, the sound of a baby babbling doesn't mean much. But that's not necessarily true. By 6 months, they're combining vowels and consonants. By 9 months, they're trying out different kinds of sounds. And by 12 months, their babbling is beginning to take on some meaning. Especially if there's no babbling at all. Little to no babbling by 12 months or later is just one of the possible signs of autism in children. Early screening and intervention can make a lifetime of difference and unlock a world of possibilities. Take the first step at autismspeaks.org.
Get the truth and nothing but the truth with Sherwin Hughes every weekday from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. on 101.7 FM, 1510 a.m. WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat. Today is Juneteenth, a day commemorating when the very last enslaved black people were freed in Texas in 1865. While many in the black community have acknowledged Juneteenth for some time, it's only recently become a federal holiday. It was signed into law by President Joe Biden in 2021, and since then, more and more Americans are learning about the day and why it matters.
A couple of years ago, there were millions of people in our country that didn't even know Juneteenth existed. So today it's becoming a national conversation, and the recognition of the significance of Juneteenth, I think it in itself is progress.
That's Cynthia Day. She's president and CEO of Citizens Trust Bank. She told Bloomberg that Juneteenth is both a time to reflect on black history, as well as look ahead to what can make for a better and more diverse future.
She continuously reminds us to press for economic parity and financial well-being.
I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
At SimpliSafe, we know during a break-in, every second counts. So our home security system is powered by 24/7 professional monitoring agents who use Fast Protect technology, only from SimpliSafe, to capture video evidence and verify a threat for fast police response. Now install SimpliSafe your way. Do it yourself or have an expert set it up for you with new Pro Install. Get 20% off any new system with interactive monitoring at simplisafe.com/radio. There's no safe like SimpliSafe.
Heart failure, carpal tunnel syndrome, shortness of breath, stomach issues, lower back pain. How does it all add up? If you have heart failure and any of those seemingly unrelated symptoms sound familiar, it's time to talk with your cardiologist and get the full picture. They may add up to transthyretin amyloid cardiomyopathy. ATTR-CM is a rare and underdiagnosed disease. Recognize the signs and discuss them with your doctor soon. Learn more at connectwithyourheart.com. That's connectwithyourheart.com.